gentlemen, welcome to the very first edition of IT Cooks. The first thing that we need to do, of course, is prepare our cooking area, and since we'll be cooking outside, I always like to use Awesome Bleach. That's right, Awesome Bleach is one of our non-sponsors here at IT Cooks. Be sure to make a nice bleach solution and wash off your tables first. This year, everybody has always wanted to know how ITG makes such delicious chili. Well, it starts off with good meat. We went to GFS this year and picked up some fine quality meats. We'll be using the beef knuckles. How did those get in there? We also use some secret ingredients sometimes in our meats to make the chili more delectable. Now, this nice large piece of beef knuckle we are going to open up and then coat it with a coating of cayenne pepper, chili powder, and black pepper, and kosher salt. Stand by. A nice coating of the seasoning has been liberally applied to all of the meat pieces so that we now prepare the smoker so that we can put the delicious hickory smoked flavor into our meats. We'll be using Cowboy brand hickory wood chips today. Once again, another non-sponsor of IT Chili. We've got a nice head of smoke building in the smoker, and you get down here, you're looking right about 200 degrees, which is kind of the minimum temperature that you want to be, but it'll eventually creep up a little bit into the 250. And then, of course, when you open the door, we've got lots of smoke coming out, getting ready to put the meat products in there to have a delicious smoked meat. I have all the fine meats placed into the smoker. We're going to open it up so you can see the smoke rolling around everything, getting a very nice coating of smoke and nice low heat to get everything all cooked up so that it's delicious. And later on, you'll see us putting it into the chili. Thanks for watching. For about 8 hours here, and we've made it to 159 degrees. The thermometer suggests 170, but personal experiences have taught me that close to 200 is where the beef shreds nicely to make beautiful things. Look at that crust on that. Isn't that amazingly beautiful? That is some good tasted meat right there. I'm checking the other piece. Notice I have a probe that goes in here to get the heat, and we're 100 and well, it looks like 180. We're getting close. I'm going to pull this meat out of here, wrap it tightly in foil, and put it in the crock pot probably for the evening. Back in the kitchen again with cooking with IT. The meat has been cooked. It cooked for about 8 hours in the smoker, and then I rolled it into foil, as you can see here, and wrapped it up tightly and moved it into the crock pot for another 12 hours to give it a nice tender consistency. I'm now, because this is a very lean piece of meat, cutting it against the grain to give it nice texture to go into the chili, and then going to put it in the refrigerator and freezer until chili day. What we're going to do is prepare the onions. Nice diced sweet onions with some sugar, pepper, and salt. The salt helps to sweat the liquids out, and the sugar helps caramelize the onions to give them a yummy flavor. And here the onions are cooking down in the background. We're going to cook them till there's a nice brown caramel flavor. We're using some of our smoked beef that we made last weekend and froze, and about a pound to a pound and a half for a regular serving pot. I prefer to use a Dutch oven and of course to cook outside, but we've got a storm coming in, so I'll cook inside here today. 2 cans of tomato paste, some beef broth. I have chosen to use the garlic roasted tomatoes, some light red kidney beans, and some crushed tomatoes, as well as a can of pinto beans, and of course the onions. We'll be adding some spicing later on. All the ingredients are in the pan now, and we're going to let it simmer out and pick some of the good flavor from some of the bony pieces so that we can have a delicious chili for ITG.